Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Hey. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, my loves? How are you doing? Such a pleasure as always to have you guys here. Let me just put this on here and we will make a start. How are you? Okay. So, today we're looking at getting out of that, or I'm inviting you to get out of that unfulfilling career, whether it's a job, whether it's a business. Get out of it. Get out of it. Honey, do you understand? And this is a very important question for you to really understand. Do you understand that this is your one freaking life? This is your one life. Okay, yes, you might come back as a butterfly. You might believe in reincarnation and maybe you'll get to do it all over again. But you know what? This particular version of your life, this is it. This is it. This isn't a dress rehearsal. And I know we hear this stuff, or at least I hear it so frequently that sometimes even when it's coming out of my mouth, it's like, hasn't everybody heard this already? But obviously not. Because if you had heard it already, you wouldn't remain you, this ambitious spiritual person who knows that you are meant for more, who knows that you are called to make a difference, who knows that you are meant to live life in all of its fullness. How can you then settle for something so far less than you? We're going to start by singing the affirmation. I am home in you. I return to my source. I'm complete in you. Because you need to understand. You need to remember, not understand, remember who you are. Remember that you are one with the divine. Remember that you are powerful creator. You get to create whatever kind of life you desire, but it does take determination. I'm Rosemary Knight, by the way. I am the prosperity minister and a business coach for ambitious spiritual people. I support you in leaving behind the pain, the limiting beliefs of the past, and rising victorious in your true design life. Your true design life is a free, fulfilled, financially abundant, love drenched life. Okay? If you will claim it. And this is a reminder for you to claim it. This is your life, your one version of this particular life. You get to create it however you want. The divine has given you complete authority over your existence. Are you living it to the fullness of your potential? For real. Again, the affirmation. Before we get into this, I'm feeling, woo! Come on now. You need to live your life. Here we go. I am home in you. I am home in you. I return to my source. I'm complete in you. I am home in you. I am home in you. I return to my source. I'm complete in you. I return to my source. I'm complete in you. Okay, my loves. Your job, your business. The thing is that we spend so much time in some form of work. Okay. Are you doing something that fulfills you? Are you doing something that energizes you? Are you doing something that brings you to life? You are meant to live life in all its fullness. But are you giving yourself over to a life where there's this persistent feeling of dissatisfaction, this drained feeling this low level sadness all of the time? Is that what you're giving yourself to? Because yes, you might look externally successful, as in other people look at you and they think you have it going on, but you know to the core of your being that you are not living the life that you are meant for. And it is because you're not living in line with your purpose. You're not living in line with your values. You are giving in to the rhetoric that you have to do whatever it takes to pay your bills, as if there is only one way to do that. as if there's only one way to do that. There isn't only one way to do that. There's innumerable ways for you to do that. But you have decided to settle into a life that is far less than your true potential. I cannot tell you the number of people I speak to who this is their story. They know that they're meant to be making a difference in the world, but they can't quite. And unfortunately, it gets worse as you get older, in that you get more and more stuck in your ways. You get more and more scared of the insecurity of changing direction. But again, you forget, or you have forgotten, that you are one with the divine. You contain incredible power to manifest whatever you choose to manifest. Which is not to say that it's not going to come with a certain amount of difficulty to make your transition. But is it worth it? I believe so. I know when I stepped away from being a pharmacist, no, I didn't do anything suddenly. I took steady little steps. Um, as much as I want, as much as sometimes we want to do this whole faith jump where we just take a leap off the path, a leap off the cliff, and everything magically happens, and we're able to move away from frustration and unfulfillment into fulfillment and amazing money and job and or career or business or whatever. We want it all, but you never have to take those big giant leaps. What you do need to do, at least what I did, was start building the thing that I actually wanted to do, whilst as that income increased, reduced what I was doing, reduced more and more of the things that I did not want to do. Okay? You can do that. It doesn't have to be a giant leap. You don't have to wait for approval. You don't have to wait until all the ducks line up. You can't wait for perfect conditions before you suddenly start living in your purpose. It is a choice that you make starting now. Because if you're waking up every morning and feeling dread and just before you have to go off to that job or that business that you're building, if you're continually daydreaming about doing something else, if you are feeling stuck, if you're lacking in passion and enthusiasm for life, and it feels like I remember speaking to some woman who literally felt like she was a dead person walking. And some of y'all feel like that too, that you're literally just going through the motions of living, but you're not really there anymore. These are signs that you are unfulfilled. These are signs that you are being drained by whatever it is that you are consuming your time with right now. And it doesn't have to stay that way. You are right now living out of sync with your purpose. You know that there's something you're called to do. You know there's a difference you're here to make, but it even goes beyond that into the wholeness of the life that you're supposed to be living. It is more than just work, for sure. It is also what you do outside of work. It's your life, the life that you're meant to be living. Are you living on purpose? I keep telling you guys that the purpose of your life is to enjoy being here on planet Earth. Are you enjoying it? Or have you convinced yourself that you need to wait until the next life when then you get to enjoy it? But this is it. Again, I come back to this fact. This is your one life. This is your one version of this particular life. You have no idea whether you're going to get to come back again. But what you do know is that you're here. And right now you get to create a life that you absolutely adore. And you can make a transition to that life little by little by little. But the choice is always yours. The choice is always yours. For too long, we've been programmed, and you have to stick with you, you have been programmed to chase external markers of success, particularly externally defined markers of success, as in what other people have told you success looks like. For some of you, success, if you really took the time to write down what you would like, it may not look like being a millionaire, but it also might. It may not look like working, I don't know, having a business, but it might also look like having a business. I suppose what I'm trying to say here is this: have you taken the time to define what an enjoyable life would look like to you? Or do you feel Sometimes people don't want to write out their goals, write out what they want, because they're already so disappointed with life that they do not want another reason to feel disappointed again. But the problem with that is that you are continually then choosing to live a disappointed life because you're already disappointed. That's why you're hoping that if you do not define what you actually want, then you won't be disappointed some more. But you're already disappointed. You can't pretend that you're not. You can feel it in the way you feel in your body. You can feel it in the lack of energy you have for all of your daily activities. And the thing is, you are that ambitious person. You still look back to those days when you were so enthused by life and you were sure you were going to be changing things and you were sure that you were going to do this, that, and the other and travel and see the world and, all of that. And now you've lost some of that excitement, that joy of living. And you've settled for it. That's the problem as well. You've settled and told yourself that this is just the way adults have to be. And the truth is, a lot of adults do settle for this. They do. So yeah, I'm sure you are surrounded by people who, if anything, they just kind of they are condescending to anybody who even thinks about making money doing what they love. They think, oh, you just have to be happy with what you have. You're a grown adult now. You just have to settle into whatever it is that you're doing. I do not buy into that concept. I don't buy into that concept. I used to. I really did think that you just had to settle for whatever life threw at you. Even though I had been spiritual since forever, even though I'd been reading Bibles and all of this stuff forever, and yet somehow I had convinced myself. Yeah, it started by other people convincing me of this, but then I convinced myself that I had to just settle for whatever adult life gave me. So I became the pharmacist because that seemed like the practical thing to do. So what, that it wasn't something that I wanted to do myself, or at least it wasn't the only thing I wanted to do. Because for some of you, maybe it's not that you don't enjoy your job. Maybe you do, but that there's other things that you would like to have in your life, but you're not giving yourself permission to pursue those things. You're telling yourself you don't have time, or you can't justify investing the energy and the money in creating this other thing that you would like. And so then you force yourself into a little box that feels so restrictive, and it's horrible. You do not have to live that way. You don't have to live that way. You have all of the choices. You could start another stream of income doing something that you would enjoy. It would add joy to your life. It would add passion and enthusiasm to your life again. Right now, you feel drained and fed up. I'm not even asking you to get rid of everything you're doing right now, but I am asking you to please say yes to you, to surrender to the purpose within you, to surrender to the life that you are meant to be living. Forget what other people think of you. Yes, they might. If you start trying to build something else, some people are going to have opinions. Let them have opinions. Most people that you're surrounded by have given up on their own ideas in favor of looking good to other people. Do not join them. This is your life. Why does it matter what anybody else thinks about you? Let them think, let them judge, let them do whatever they're doing. You need to be sure that this life that you are creating is what you want. Because if it's not, this is your life. Nobody else gets to live it like you, for you. This is your life. There's all these blocks that you allow in your way. The ideas of what people think of you, the guilt that you don't want to, or the guilt or shame, the guilt around investing time, energy, money in doing something other than what your family expects from you. The shame of admitting that you might be in the wrong career and now you want to start something different. The shame of giving up the good looking career right now to go after something that feels better but doesn't actually have the same prestige as what you have right now. All of these things plus more keep you stuck in a life that really does not fulfill you. And you ignoring the call on your life to make a difference, that is horrid, and it feels horrible. It feels unfulfilling. It feels draining when you know that you have a message that you're meant to be delivering on the world and you're choosing not to deliver it, where you are putting, it's like when I started in business, I used to put my spirituality into a little box over here somewhere, telling myself, nobody wants to hear about your spirituality, Rosemary. You need to just put that to one side. You do that on Sundays, you do that in the evenings. But when you're at work, you're at work. When you're in the marketplace, you're in the marketplace. You do not bring your spirituality into that. It was a horrible way to live, but I thought it was the way to live. It's not. You are called to something more. You have to surrender to it and step into it. You have to step into it. Now, you do not have to figure this stuff out alone. If something I'm saying here is resonating with you and you are ready to rise up and stop allowing other people's agendas for you to continually control you, then get a copy of my book, Remove the Blocks. It will help you. There's 3 sections to it. The first section is all about clarifying your life's purpose. These are 15 divine downloads I put into this book that you journal around. There's a few affirmations, all to support you in getting clear on what you are about, what your life is meant to be about. So that's section 1. The second section of the book is where we clear the blocks. I give you the Deliberate Millionaire Clearing System, 4 steps to getting rid of the things that are stopping you, the mental blocks, the emotional blocks and the limiting beliefs that are stopping you from actually saying yes to living in your purpose. That's the second section of the book. And the third section in the book is for the particular ambitious spiritual people who know that you would want to thrive, you want to prosper, you want to make at least 6 figures whilst living in your life's purpose. Well, I've given you a whole step-by-step business growth strategy, taking you from 0 to 6 figures, okay? It's telling you exactly what you need to do to start making 6 figures within a year if you will implement this strategy. So those are the 3 sections of the book. So if you're listening to this and you know you're in the wrong life for you, but for whatever reason, you're struggling to, or maybe you've just lost enthusiasm. You're getting older. There's a part of you that feels like it's never going to work. I just need to settle into this boring life of mine. You don't say that out loud, but really that's what you're thinking. So, well, I'm inviting you to say, enough. This isn't the life I'm meant to be living. I choose again, because you get to. Stop living other people's dreams. Stop trying to help everybody else and forgetting about yourself. Stop being so addicted to your comfort zone that you stay trapped in it. Stop with the scarcity, lack, stuff, thinking about money and telling yourself that you have no choice and you have to just kind of settle for whatever. Enough of all of that stuff. Instead, take the time, get the book. It will help you clarify your purpose. It will help you start leaving behind the pain and limiting beliefs of the past, and it will definitely give you a strategy to move forward. So please stop settling. I gotta go because I have a client call, but stop settling, my loves. You deserve to be free, fulfilled, financially abundant. You deserve a love-drenched life, but it will only happen if you claim it, and you get to claim it. Why not? Why not claim it? Okay, I'm going to leave it at that for today. Just a little bit of, I hope, inspiration to help you think again about settling for a life that is so far less than what you're capable of. You are meant for more. Claim the more, my loves. Much amazing love. Go forth and prosper. You deserve the best of everything. Bye.